Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Heavy rainfall and the threat of flooding continue across New England. Record-setting heat continues across the south and southeast. Critical fire weather conditions continue for the Four Corners into the southern plains. And Hawaii features dangerous surf conditions, strong winds, and critical fire weather hazards as well. Closer to home, scattered mountain and isolated to scattered lowland thunderstorms are going to be possible every afternoon. Gusty winds and locally heavy rain will continue to be the main concerns. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Well, at last night's City Commission meeting,
consider and act upon resolution number 2023-37, adopting an infrastructure capital improvement plan and identifying the top 5 recommended capital outlay projects for fiscal year 25 through 29.
Debbie Osborne, grant coordinator, took it from there.
It's used to establish priorities for anticipated capital improvement projects to help prevent emergency situations, and it is not a grant application. It covers a 5-year fiscal period, focusing on repair or replacement of existing infrastructure or the development of new infrastructure, and it encourages a more efficient city operation. It is developed, updated, and submitted annually to the New Mexico Department of Finance, Local Government Division, and can be found on their website. Listing a project on the ICIP list increases funding opportunities because many state, federal, and private funding agencies utilize a city's ICIP in reviewing grant applications.
The vote result?
Motion passes 7-0.
Then
we have, currently there's 1 vacancy on the Mayor's Committee on Aging, 2 vacancies at the Senior Volunteer Program Advisory Council. We have no applications for that. And then 3 current vacancies on the Airport Zoning Board. We have 1 application by a current member, Randall Wilson, and he's applying due to his upcoming term expiring. And if reappointed, this would be his 2nd term. I don't think he's here tonight. If nobody has any objections, I'm going to go ahead and reappoint him. Okay. And that is it.
Finally adjourn into executive closed session. Ironically, the meeting was actually opened with a 2-hour presentation on open government and transparency, and then closed with an executive closed session. No! I did have to rib the mayor about that just a little bit, though. Anyway, that's it from the meeting. Watch the meeting in its entirety on the City of Alamogordo Facebook page. The county meeting is happening Thursday at 9 a.m. SourceNM.com reports New Mexico congressional candidate Yvette Herrold took donations from a fake elector. New Mexico's fake electors have not been charged with any crimes related to their interference in the 2020 election, but they have become central to the criminal case against former President Donald Trump. SourceNM reports that one of the fake electors donated thousands last year to former Republican Congresswoman and current congressional candidate Yvette Herrold. Former chair of the Republican Party of New Mexico, Deborah Maestas, has a long history of campaign donations in New Mexico, giving tens of thousands of dollars to Republican politicians, which is not a problem, and we verified this via the Federal Election Commission reports. In August of 2022, more than a year and a half after Maestas submitted a fraudulent electoral vote in support of Trump, Herrold accepted $2,900 from Maestas, the maximum contribution allowed for the election cycle. Herrold won the election to Congress in 2020, but was defeated in the following election, succumbing to Gabe Vasquez, Democrat. This has more to do with gerrymandering than a bad campaign. Herrold is running again in 2024 and has received around $400,000 in political contributions. That's according to the FEC. But we did reach out to Herrold about this other issue with Maestas. We got her voicemail. I then sent her a text, but as of news deadline, there's no response. I also contacted the Republican Party of Otero County. Their response was, quote, no comment, close quote. The Alamogordo Center of Commerce will remain closed the remainder of the week due to unforeseen circumstances affecting the staff. Employees will be working remotely to ensure your needs are still met as efficiently as possible. If you require assistance, please email shayela@alamogordo.com. The Alamogordo Animal Control Facility is going to remain closed for continued maintenance. They intend on reopening tomorrow at noon. Beginning next week, the Rec Center offers after-school hangouts for middle schoolers.
We're starting a new middle school age after-school program, so it's going to be geared towards the middle school students, where we kind of give them access to parts of our facility, like playing basketball, going to the swimming pool. We'll do arts and crafts activities with them, play board games. That's just kind of a nice place for the kids to come and hang out in a safe, supervised environment.
The weekly fee is $42, and information is available by calling 575-439-4142. Well, today is Wednesday. Time now for our weekly report from Love Inc. Let's go now to Susan Payne.
Hey, good morning, Alamogordo. This is Susan with Love Inc. of Otero County. Of course, I'm going to remind you once again that we do have a fundraiser coming up on September 9th, a Love Affair to Remember. We're super excited about it. It's really coming together nicely, and it should be a lot of fun. Tickets are on sale, and you can purchase those either at the Center of Commerce or at our offices at 1106 Ohio Avenue. We are also gearing up for back to school, getting a lot of those phone calls, and we are here to help. We are also looking for volunteers, particularly those that might be interested in helping us pick up and deliver furniture. That's one place that we're shorthanded, and we could sure use the help with that. A truck will be provided for you and a trailer. We just need the manpower. So if you're interested in volunteering for us, please give us a call, 575-439-4812. Other than that, our food pantry is available. Oh, we have a new class starting in 2 weeks on the 24th of August. It is Affirming Potential, and it is really just teaching people that they have God-given potential. We are super excited about this class. This is my personal favorite. I believe that we've seen a lot of success with this class. So if you're interested, just know that there is a free meal before the class and free childcare is provided. And of course, there's no charge to attend. So if you're interested, give us a call, 575-439-4812. Until next week, everybody have a blessed week.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
32-year-old Jonathan Benduis, the former Las Lunas High School coach, who was arrested for his inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old girl, has been sentenced to 23 years in prison, followed by 10 years of supervised release. Benduis was the former coach for the girls' basketball and track teams at Las Lunas High School. Court documents say that he abused that position and used his job to gain access to underage girls. The former coach exchanged over 17,000 text messages with his victim, a freshman girl at the high school at the time, and that occurred between September 2020 and June of 2021. Benduis allegedly sent and requested explicit images in the text messages and encouraged the high school girl to delete them. The messages were found by the victim's mother, who turned the information in to the New Mexico State Police. A federal jury convicted Benduis of coercion and enticement of a minor and production of child pornography. Once Benduis is released from prison, he's going to be required to register as a sex offender. A shooting yesterday morning in Las Cruces left one man injured and another in custody. According to police, the victim was taken to the hospital for his injuries, while the other remains in custody. The police say the cause of the shooting is still under investigation. The identities of both the victim and the man taken into custody have not yet been released at this time. Another issue in Las Cruces, police arrested a 68-year-old man who fired 11 shots at police officers this past Saturday night as they responded to a call at an apartment building. Police were called over suspicious activity at the apartments. They'd been there around half an hour when they received a call with additional information that an apartment had been broken into. When officers knocked on that door of the apartment, gunshots were fired through the door, window, and wall. A police sergeant on scene made contact with the man in the apartment by telephone, identified the shooter as Jerry Lane, and convinced him to surrender. A viral TikTok video shows a woman hurling racial and derogatory insults toward a Hispanic couple. This happened at the Coronado Center in Albuquerque this past weekend. It began with this woman demanding that the couple leave her country.
Get your out of my country!
According to Jonathan Gonzalez, he and his girlfriend were attempting to cross at the crosswalk near the Coronado Center moments before the confrontation. Gonzalez says the woman drove her car through the crosswalk without allowing them to cross. Shortly after, she followed the couple into the parking lot. The couple threatened to call the police, and the woman asked if they were calling the cartel.
You think we can call the cops? You're going to call the cartel?
The TikTok video has garnered millions of views since its posting on social media. According to Gonzalez, he's received a multitude of support, as did the original interaction with bystanders.
Mind your business, you Jesus. Shut up! Give it up! Shut up!
Some people have identified the woman in the video, stating she has a pattern of unruly behavior toward others. However, her identity has not yet been confirmed. The Black Feather Fire that started Saturday northeast of Cuba is being fought by several hotshot crews, along with air tankers and helicopters. At last check, U.S. Forest Services, the fire has burned 2,300 acres and is 0% contained. Yesterday, the weather was somewhat cooperating to fight that fire.
It's a double-edged sword. We've got a good chance of moisture today, but there's also a chance of lightning that comes with that and the chance for new star.
Luke McLarty, the incident manager for the Northern New Mexico Incident Team. Strong winds are limiting aerial attacks on that fire. Crews are having to work on the ground to stop the spread. The Rio Arriba County Sheriff's Office has put the communities of Mesa del Paleo and Mesa Pinabatal under a set evacuation status. Evacuation centers have been set up, including one that's been designated as a livestock and animal evacuation site. Hit the music. America's most famous black bear, Smokey Bear, turns 79 years young today. The birthday marks the creation of the fictional bear and campaign created by the U.S. Forestry Service and the National Association of State Foresters in 1944. The fictional Smokey Bear was created to try to encourage the American people to be more careful with forest fires and then later wildfires. The real Smokey Bear came about following the Capitan Gap Fire. A little bear cub was seen running in the fire and appeared to be badly burned. He was captured, nursed back to health, and became known as the real-life Smokey Bear. His birthday is recognized as May 9th of 1950, and he passed away November 9th of 1976. His remains are buried in Capitan. So anyway, happy birthday, Smokey Bear the character. Smokey, you look great for 79. Do you have anything to say to us?
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's a wonderful statement. Thank you very much. But I do have to ask, what about the ones caused by lightning or other natural phenomenon? We can't stop those. Oh my God! Oh, I'm sorry! I was just... We'll be right back. Let go!
The Alamogordo Center of Commerce presents the 3rd annual Tularosa Basin Open Golf Tournament, Saturday, August 26th at Desert Lakes Golf Course, featuring celebrity guest John Carlos. Contact the Center of Commerce today to sponsor our guest speaker, breakfast and lunch, golf handbag, and more. Golfers, call Desert Lakes at 575-439-0290 to secure your spot in the 4-man scramble best ball tournament. See you on the green.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, winds gusting as high as 18 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, becoming mostly cloudy. There's a 20% chance of showers and storms. Tomorrow, sunny skies and a 30% chance of showers and storms. Your high today in the basin, 97. Low tonight, 72. High tomorrow, 97 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies with a 20% chance of showers and storms, winds gusting as high as 21. Partly cloudy tonight with winds gusting as high as 18. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a 50% chance of showers and storms. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 75. Low tonight, 55. High tomorrow, 76 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. We've also launched the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, which will feature our daily newscasts complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.